Ladies and gentlemen, routine and structure is very important. Without any routine, without structure, I can't get anything done. What gives me my dopamine each day is the list of things that I write. Otherwise, pretty much nothing would get done. So today, oh no, it's my writing. So today, rising routine. I have a rising routine. Document gang stalking incidents. Oh no, that's Sunday. That's a rising routine. Document gang stalking incidents. I've done that. Krav Maga. Write your notes for your next bullet point. My writing. And resting routine. Doing all of these things gives me dopamine. See, it's not about laziness. It's like it's a literal chemical in our brain. It's the feel-good chemical. It's the chemical that gives you discipline and motivation and things like that. Well, the thing is I'm a very disciplined person. I love routine and I love structure. But there's also room enough. I don't put anything else next to the rest of the day as we'll see what happens. And in typical fashion, I went for a 2.5 hour walk last night. It was supposed to be just a small one. There was a time I did like an hour and a half worth of basketball shooting. And it's like, but that was earlier on in the week. And then I was supposed to do my strength training and Krav Maga, but the body was just like, nah. So, yeah, I went for a little walk last night. It's beautiful. I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't packed. But, well, not packed, but you have a decent amount of people. Because, when the lights are on, and they're the sensory thing. But I know when I got into Wellington and there's like heaps of people walking around at night time, but all the lights are on. It's a really good feeling. It's you got the nice cool air. It's not as busy as it is during the day, but it's still quite a decent amount of people to make you feel like you're a part of the community, to make you feel alive. And then there's the lights. The lights and the sounds coming from bars, even though I don't drink. Well, very, very rarely. Like, when was the last time I had something? Like a few months ago, anyway. So, next time is on my second paycheck of my next employment is when I'll drink next. So, yeah, I was walking around for 2.5 hours in the middle of the... Yeah, I went to where I used to work and I walked the route that I used to walk. Well, there was many sites, but there's one I can just walk up and down the public on Lambton Quay. And then I did that and up and down, and there's about 40 minutes, and then it takes me 17 minutes to get to Wellington from here, and 17 minutes back. So these two things combined, plus for the fact that I sat and listened to about 5 cover songs at a karaoke bar, that all those things combined with the walking, I was gone for 3 hours. So, yeah. Usually I used to walk a lot longer. Yeah, structure is needed, and then according to ChatGPT and studies that if you're still tired the next day, like after you've had a sleep of walking for that long, it doesn't mean that you're lazy. So that's good. So Structure is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Routine, because it's where all the feel good comes from. It's like, okay, we set out to do all these things and we got it done. Yeah. And I'm looking at getting some meds. I went and got a certificate of. Anyway, I am allowed to have 10 free counselling sessions, so it's like I'll do that, and then once I get full time employment, paid employment, I can start going on the whole autism and ADHD diagnosis thing. We'll see what happens, meaning I'm open to other things, but based upon all my studies, that's what I know I have. Not so much CPTSD because I don't have that anymore. It's not like all the things that used to trigger me don't trigger me anymore. They haven't done for quite some time. Like, let's say if I got triggered, I'm just using a number, um, 10, 15 times a day. Since being unemployed, it's like once every day or something, but sometimes not. And when obviously you're in a much better state when you have paid employment and you have a woman, right? So, I mean, that's why the first time around was like, oh no, I'll never get employment if I get a diagnosis. And the second time around was, oh yeah, I meet the criteria, but I've got my life together. And then things fell apart. That was a couple of years ago when I said, oh, I got my life together, I don't need help. Because there's also a trust thing, because I knew people when I was younger. I used to play basketball against them and socialize and stuff, and then they got on some medications and then they gained a whole ton of weight, and when you talk to them they didn't talk back, but they just weren't the same person at all. And that was like in the space of a year or two. It's like talking to a zombie when beforehand you were talking to a real person. So that's why I was never interested in those taking things that were given from the doctors. I just went on my own journey, trying antidepressants, calcium, magnesium pills, focus pills, all that type of stuff. And yeah, well, we'll soon see what happens.